Hey guys, as you know, as a general rule, I try not to do anything too political on this channel. I've tried to make it something where it's just, fun. You can come, you can relax, watch a couple of videos, and not really worry about politics. But I read a news article that I just have to talk about, so if you're not interested, click it, stop the video, leave, that's cool, whatever. I have to talk about this news article involving Fred Phelps. Now, if you don't know who that is, I'm going to give you a quick recap on what he's done in the last couple of years. Alright, so Phelps is a very, very classy gentleman who decided that it would be a good idea to promote his political agenda by picketing dead soldiers' funerals with signs like, "God, thank God for dead soldiers." Very classy, I know. He also decided, now I can't remember the boy's name, so forgive me because this was a couple of years ago. He decided, because he's homophobic and all, that it would be a good idea that after this boy was murdered, because he was gay, that it would be a good idea for him to go to the funeral with his supporters and hold up signs that say, "Thank God for dead fags," and "God hates fags." So, you know what? That is incredibly disturbing to me, that somebody is willing to picket somebody's funeral because they disagree with their lifestyle or with them going to war. Now, here's my problem. One, with picketing the dead soldiers' funerals. Buddy, you know what? I have no problem with you being against the war, okay? I'm not for it. But I'm not going to a funeral of a soldier who died for me and my country and saying, you know what, screw you. You know what, that's just messed up. I'm also not going to a funeral of somebody who was murdered because of their lifestyle, because that's messed up, even if I disagree with it. You know what else? And now this guy was sued by, I can't remember the name of the family. And you know what? My heart goes out to you guys because you lost somebody that you love in a conflict that we could argue about for hours if we should be in or not. But you know what? I respect what your son or daughter did for your country. I have nothing but the greatest respect for them because they care about their country and the citizens so much they were willing to die for them. And you know what? I'm not an American, but I still say, you know what? That's pretty fucking great. Alright, so he essentially went and picketed this funeral, and the family of this soldier sued Fred Phelps and the Westboro Baptist Church, of which he is the pastor, and successfully won for $10 million. Then they then appealed it, and it was overturned. It's now going to the Supreme Court. And Fred Phelps is arguing, or his lawyers are essentially arguing, that this is inherently against the First Amendment. Okay? They're saying that he was just exercising his right to free speech. And you know what? The real kick in the balls is here, guys. They're right. You know what? Because if the Supreme Court judges that what he did wasn't okay, that, expressing his opinions wasn't okay, that's bad for all of us. That's bad for filmmakers. That's bad for, the guy who's speaking out against the war next, Because then what if somebody gets offended by that? It becomes that, are we willing to lose freedom to put away a guy like Fred Phelps? And I personally am not. I mean, as much as I despise the man, as much as I can't stand him, I'm going to have to stand up and fight that his rights are protected. As much as I have nothing but disdain for him and think what he's doing is despicable and horrible and terrible, I can't say that we can take his rights away. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if it were up to me, we'd take the guy and his supporters, throw them in jail, and melt the keys down, and make fucking, I don't even know, something else out of the metal. But you know what? We can't do that. We have to be better than him. We have to be better than his supporters. we can't go to their level. We can't just go, oh, well, we disagree with you, so you're wrong. You know what? I'm sorry I've kind of gone on about this, but it's one of those things I think we really need to talk about. And I think, that's part of the responsibility of, being on YouTube and making videos, or on Blip, or whatever you're on. If you're making videos, or, talking with your family, this is something that we need to talk about. This is important. Because this is about every human being on the planet, and our right to say what we believe. Even if we don't agree with what somebody else has to say, we have to let them say it, because otherwise we're infringing upon our own right to say what we believe. Because the next time we say something controversial, somebody might come after us for saying it. I don't think we can allow that. I think that's inherently dangerous. I think that's pushing, countries and the world closer and closer to dictatorship. And I'm not saying that, we're on that path, or that Barack Obama is a communist, and I've never really understood that argument. But I'm saying we have to defend the rights of every individual, no matter if we agree with them, disagree with them, despise them, or love them. We have to defend their right to free speech. So, again, I'm sorry that this video got so heavy and stuff, guys, but I just really felt we needed to talk about this. So you know what? Leave me some comments. Leave me a video response. Tell me where you guys stand on this. And that's it. All right. Goodbye.